Welcome back to the 16th annual Randy Dorton Hendrick Engine Builder Showdown. I'm Kim Kuhn alongside Ralph Shaheen, and this is the moment we've all been waiting for, but we've got to recognize some people first.
We do, yeah. It's been a great 2 days here, and we got a lot of people to thank for helping to put this 16th annual event on.
Absolutely. First, we'd like to welcome to the build floor, if we could have Kevin Weber, our engine assembler from Hendrick Motorsports, alongside Ed Brown, President and CEO from Hendrick Automotive Group, and Wayne Simpson, Vice President of Fixed Operations from Hendrick Automotive Group. We'll also welcome Mr. H if he wants to go back to the build floor and join those guys up there. We've got a few photo opportunities coming up. I think we wanted Kevin up there too. Kevin, if you want to head up to the floor. Again, Kevin, you've seen him on the build floor all of the Showdown. He's the engine assembler from Hendrick Motorsports, so he's been a big help throughout these 2 days.
Well, at this time, we want to bring up individually, one at a time, our building assistants from Hendrick Motorsports, beginning with Josh Spear. Tyrus Gillen. And Douglas Brashears.
And now we'd like to individually recognize our HMS alternates from Hendrick Motorsports, Jay Wiles, Kevin Moeller, John Boydston, Billy Davis, and Jay Nolan.
We're adding Heidi.
Well, we've got some folks from the Hendrick Automotive Group to welcome as well. Our Hendrick Automotive Group alternates, Brian Myers from Hendrick Dodge here in North Carolina. And Michael Velicki from Honda of Concord here in North Carolina. That's what they told us.
Nobody's queuing them.
It's going to take forever to do it that way. That's silly. That's silly. That's crazy.
All right, we want to recognize our 2016 runner-up. You heard from him yesterday, Jeff Yon from Hendrick Lexus of Northlake.
And next up, our 2016 winner, Kyle Kittle from Hendrick Chevrolet, Shawnee Mission, Kansas.
To do some group photo opportunities, if I can have our Molly attendees, Dave Jeffries, Dave Ireland, and Dan Begley, to join us on the floor.
Next up are our ASE attendees, Jennifer Holland and Dave Milne.
Next, we'd like to invite up our Valvoline group, Travis Montgomery, Scott Wieland, and Heidi Matthews, to the build floor.
Well, there's no way this event runs as smooth as it does without the leadership of Kevin Weber. Kevin, your final thoughts as we close out our day here.
Is it me? Am I up? My name is Kevin Weber, and I am an engine assembler up the hill. And I don't have a title. I think if somebody came down there and said, well, who's in charge of the engines, they would say the skinny guy with the spiked hair down there. But myself and Megan Wimmer over here in the gray, hold up your hand. We run this program from the motorsports side, and Catherine Stackowicz and her staff do a wonderful job on the automotive side. I have a unique perspective, as I was in the very first one of these that we ever had. It was in the museum. Remember, we moved a couple cars out of the way, put up some velvet ropes, and we had a competition. And now, look at what we have now. It's incredible.
Well, Kevin, thank you and all the team at Motorsports, because you know, you guys are building 700 plus motors a year and trying to turn motors around every week, and to stop and put all this together, and the engines and all the work that go into the preparation for this event. I want to thank you and the whole team from Motorsports. It's you know, I know it's a disruption, but it's a great event. And thank you guys for all the hard work, because you put your heart into making this a great event, so thank you.
It is a team effort, and I tell a lot of people that this is a great job because everybody else does all the hard work and I get all the credit. So, okay. But I have a lot of resources, a lot of manpower, and these guys from the engine shop love doing this. They love competing with the automotive guys. I love the way the automotive techs love to come here. They're fired up to come and build, and it's just been a great experience.
Okay. Thank you.
Well, I think it's time now to decide who our champion for 2017 is. We're going to begin from the bottom and work our way up to our overall winner. So finishing 12th in our 2017 championship, from Hendrick Motorsports, Chris Morock, in from Rick Hendrick Buick GMC Duluth, Georgia, David Tiefer with a time of 37:12.
And in 11th place with a time of 35 minutes, 24 seconds from Hendrick Motorsports, Jason Engel, alongside his teammate from Hendrick Toyota of Wilmington, North Carolina, Bill Sullivan.
A time of 34:06 was good enough for 10th place from Hendrick Motorsports, Tom Karras, and from Lexus of Pleasanton in Pleasanton, California, Scott Hubbard.
Clocking in at 31 minutes, 58 seconds was our 9th place team made up of Hendrick Motorsports rep Ben Proctor, alongside his teammate Eric Jeffers from Hendrick Lexus of Charleston, South Carolina.
Our 8th place finisher stopped the clock with a 30.49 effort. Jared Morris from Hendrick Motors and John Wack from Hendrick Chevrolet in Cary, North Carolina.
Next, we'd like to recognize our 7th place team, breaking the 30-minute barrier at 29 minutes, 27 seconds. Jerry Wendell from Hendrick Motorsports and Alan Gates from Darrell Waltrip Volvo of Franklin, Tennessee.
Sixth place this year was a 28-minute, 6-second effort by Brian Franklin of Hendrick Motorsports and Ryan Dutro of Hendrick Lexus, Kansas City.
One of the faster builds from our day one competition was the 5th place team, clocking in at 28 minutes, 4 seconds from Hendrick Motorsports, Shane Parsnow, and Jeff Hines from Hendrick Chevrolet of Cary, North Carolina.
Finishing 4th with a time of 27 minutes and 38 seconds, Mike Maywald of Hendrick Motorsports, Phil Seaton of Hendrick Toyota, Merriam, Kansas.
Coming into today, our 2 championship teams knew they had to beat the time of our 3rd place group at 27 minutes flat. That was done by Sam Vernatter of Hendrick Motorsports and Joe Gagich of Hendrick Lexus, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Well, you heard Mr. Hendrick say it earlier, there's no losers in this competition. These are all incredible craftsmen at their jobs, true master mechanics. So we have 2 teams left, and it's time now to announce the winner of the 2017 Randy Dorton Hendrick Engine Builder Showdown. And the winner for this year, now a 3-time champion with a time of 21 minutes and 50 seconds, Danny Emmerich from Hendrick Motorsports and Kelly Brandt from Rick Hendrick Chevrolet in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, while they're taking the photo, I want to point out to you that they did receive a 30-second penalty for a valve cover nut. That means the gap between first and second at this year's Randy Dorton Hendrick Engine Builder Showdown, the final was 4 seconds.
4 seconds, one of the closest championship builds we've seen in the 16 years we've had the Showdown. As you can see, Danny's little boy. If his dad keeps winning, he's going to have to learn how to do number 1.
Yeah, you know, I think that is a perfect picture of what the Hendrick Corporation is all about. It truly is about family, and they brought it all together here today with the automotive group and the motorsports group, and we have 2 very proud champions.
Again, your championship team for this year's Randy Dorton Hendrick Engine Builder Showdown.
As I mentioned earlier, Danny has spent 7 to 8 years working on the 48 team with Chackenhouse and Jimmy Johnson, so he's had a lot of practice of being in victory lane.
Yeah, I brought that intensity over to the engine building side. Now it's time to recognize our runner-up team. Like you mentioned, Ralph, 4-second difference between the first and second team. A valiant effort. So now it's time to recognize our runner-up team. That time being 21 minutes 54 seconds. Scott Vester from Hendrick Motorsports and Chris Roberts from Honda Cars of McKinney, Texas. So again, you just saw our runner-up team. Again, congratulations to Danny Emmerich and Kelly Brandt for a winning time of 21 minutes, 50 seconds. Speedy, speedy, speedy. The difference again between first and second, 4 seconds. So you got to go back and question yourself. I could have tightened that fastener a little bit quicker. Yeah. There's just so many things you run over your head.
One small slip makes a big difference, right? We talked about it all weekend. Well, we got our winners now have made their way over for their victory interviews, and we'll have an opportunity to talk to them in just a second. You know, we were talking about how Scott had won this championship 5 times. This was the 3rd time he's been a runner-up. So that means 8 years of the 16 years we've done this, he's been either number 1 or number 2. It's incredible how good he is at it. And I know he's going to be a little frustrated, Jimmy, that he's second this year by just 4 seconds. But you know what? When you've been right in the thick of things 8 out of 16 times, my guess is he'll be back here again next year.
Yeah, competition is the nature of this business, whether it's automotive side and excelling, working with clients, or whether it's on the motorsports side, trying to capture checkered flags. And both Scott and Chris encompass both of that. And you know what? No one likes losing, but first runner-up is very, very admirable. You're going home with hardware. Any consolation in that?
Not really. No, but yeah, we had a fun time, and it's just great to be able to work with the automotive guys. We don't get to see them much, and to be able to come together and we just do the best job we can for them. And for us, it's bragging rights for us in the shop. But a lot of these guys travel from a long way away just to be a part of it. So we do the best we can, and try a little bit harder next time.
So Chris coming to us all the way from Texas, right outside Dallas. First time ever at this build. Did you envision you'd ever make it to the finals, let alone only miss out on the trophy by 4 seconds?
Well, like I said, I was paired up with an awesome builder from the get-go. So it's been an awesome opportunity, and I've had a really good time actually doing all this, and I couldn't have asked for anything more.
How soon do you start planning for next year?
About 51 weeks from now.
Guys, thanks very much. Congratulations.
All right, thanks.
My guess is he'll start thinking about it a little bit before then.
Maybe tomorrow he wakes up and has some thoughts. Again, that was Scott and Chris, our runner-ups. And the cool thing is, Ralph, before we hit the championship build, Danny had told us that the goal was 22 minutes. Both those teams, both first and second, were right below that at 21 minutes, 50 seconds and 21 minutes, 54 seconds. So both of them have a lot to be proud of.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Seeing the engines flipped before 10 minutes was amazing. And then how quick they got to firing those engines in that minute run was something else. Let's go back to Jimmy now to hear from our winners.
Thanks, Ralph. Kelly, you were saying you were tired before. It doesn't seem like you're having trouble holding up this trophy now.
Yeah, I have
how
enough
good does
energy
this feel?
for this. It feels awesome. I have enough energy for this. I mean, it's very uplifting, and it's just been an incredible experience. It's really fun. It's great that Hendrick puts this on for us, and I got a new friend out of it, and Danny's amazing. So I mean, just crazy.
What are you gonna say to the guys back at the shop when you get back home?
You're welcome. I won for us.
Danny, Kelly makes a good point, though. You see throughout the years the camaraderie, and the teams, it's become friends.
Mm-hmm.
You and Ben Proctor were very close after you won. You and Kyle Cattell are still close.
Yeah.
What does that speak to the Hendrick group as a whole?
We're all a huge family, and we all strive to be represented at the highest level. And obviously with the Hendrick name, that's what we're all doing. So we have a lot in common right there as it is, and we have an instant respect. I mean, we're driven people. We're fulfilled by succeeding, and it is. I mean, Brian back there, I made friends with pretty much every partner, because we have so much in common. So.
How proud are you to say that you can be a 3-time in a row champion of this Randy Dorton Showdown?
It's really special, but I'm only 50% of it. I mean, all these guys are extremely talented. Everyone here is, I told Kelly that the hardest part is them getting here. I mean, the test, I can't even barely read the book, much less answer the questions. I mean, it's incredible. So it takes these guys. I didn't do this remotely on my own, so I can only be 50% proud, but I am super proud of this. It's amazing what Valvoline has did, the automotive group. I mean, to sign off and raise it to this level, this prestige, extremely proud.
Danny, Kelly, congratulations.
Thank you.
And the 2017 Randy Dorton Hendrick Energy Builder Showdown champions. That's got to feel good. Go enjoy it.
Thank you.
Man, thank you.
Yeah.
Just before we close out the show, the stat sheet was a little off. It was actually 22.50 and a 22.54.
Those marks were right when they hit the engine to do that 60-second idle. So congratulations again to the winners. I know I've really enjoyed being here.
It was great.
Yeah, Ralph and I have had such a good time. We're going to go back to the build floor and hear some closing words from Mr. Hendrick.
Okay, Jimmy, thank you. Kim and Ralph, thank you. Great job. You guys did an awesome job of narrating this and walking us through it. Another year and another champion. And Scott, I could tell Scott's going back to the shop and working this afternoon. Where's Scott? Okay, there he is, yeah. But I thank all our guests for being here, all the schools that are represented. Thank you for coming today. And a big thank you for both companies for putting on a great show. It's an awesome deal, and I can't wait to do it again next year. So look forward to crowning a new champion. So with that, thank you very much, and we'll see you in 2018. Thank you.